let me ask y'all a question, right? So there's another group of people that create a passport. Y'all know about the passport bros, right?
Mm-hmm.
My
Well,
uncles.
in rebuttal to the passport bros, they started the passport sisters, right? Where women are saying, well, if men are leaving the country to go find submissive women or whatever, we gonna leave this country and go find, and it could be a black
A
man, right?
bill.
They could go to Jamaica, they could go to Africa, they go to all of these other Nigeria, all of that to
Mm-hmm.
find men. Um, how do y'all feel about that? Because I believe it's two different results they end up with.
So
Short
I
and
could tell you.
simple. No,
Run
wait,
away.
chill. I'm really sure. I don't think women should ever go searching for men anywhere in
Yeah,
general.
because
Because you're not
it's
green
not
eggs and
working.
ham. I'm not looking for you in a car. I'm not
It's not
looking for
working.
you near a bar. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is
It
So
happening?
sounds like a bill to me.
so
It sounds like a bill.
no,
Right. It
it
sounds
is.
like,
But
what?
see,
Why? What?
fellas, if I got any passport bros in here, the fellas who, you know what I'm saying, travel or whatever, and you can see it at the airport, man. I remember when I was at the Logan airport when the passport bros whole thing started. At one point, it wasn't a lot of, you know what I'm saying, black men in there or black women. Now all of a sudden, like once the black fellas started traveling, a couple months after that, you see the sisters coming up in there and following them. They're not going to look for other men or whatever. They're trying to copy you and follow you and see where the hell you going. They going wherever country you going, and they making YouTube videos saying, "Oh my God, they over here doing this and doing that." The passport sister bros or hoes or whatever you want to call them, that shit don't work.
Not the
It's a
It
sister
don't
family
work.
show.
bros.
It's a
Oh my
family
bad,
show.
my bad. But
The
O's,
passport 304.
O's like Cheerios. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work for them.
It
They
worked for
can't go.
Stella.
Not if work for who?
Stella, she got her group back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
She
she
also
definitely
had
sure
a
that was a
did.
movie,
bill.
She
wasn't it?
sure did, and that was a movie. That was a
And
Did
a
she
movie.
bring her
bill.
back to the States
Yes,
That was
because it was a bill.
and pay for his greens card and all that?
She did because it was a
I,
bill.
yeah.
I got a
It was a
question.
bill. And
Why is
you
it?
know what's happening though? See, sister's been doing the whole passport sister movement or whatever you want to call it. They've been doing that for a while anyway. They've been going to Jamaica and getting tossed up, coming back with STDs, coming back with Jamaican dudes babies, all of that, getting the butt rubs and everything in these other countries. But they ain't getting wifed up. So who cares?
Wow.
There
I
we
got a
go.
Quick.
question.
I mean,
Why
say,
is it always
tell us how you
when
really feel, Joe. I mean, it's okay.
I'm just trying to tell you, I don't want my brothers, my black men to feel any sort of way about any divestors. Let them divest. My sister right here, Alicia, already said it that they didn't feel accepted. No, baby. What you really want to say is you done got done wrong by a couple of bad pookies, and now the other dudes was like, "Yeah, I could take it or leave it." And when a man says I could take it or leave it, that doesn't mean a wedding ring or anything like that. That just means I'm gonna toss you up and
No,
let you
I
go back to
really
business.
mean they've never been
They say
accepted
you
in their
trigger chill.
community.
Let Quick get it. What up, Quick? What
no,
up,
go ahead,
Quick?
go ahead and get the super chat. You know, proofread it.
Yo, you stupid. All right. We got a $5 super chat from my guy. What up? That says, I don't know about everybody else, but once I learned what owning a house is, white boys' pockets not bigger than mine. So why they get so much love? Real question.
Because they can.
They get it because they're to quote unquote standard, right? So they'll make it seem as if white boys are doing better than us. And that's the reason why.
Right.
Go ahead, Quint. Let Quint get it.
All right.
And one of your texts, it seems as if, well, I know y'all notice every time that black dudes do something, they always put bros on the end of it and make it such negative thing. Hold on, Drew. They make it so negative, like passport bros. You know, they like I was saying in the past, you know, when you pinpoint certain groups, you make it out to be a bad thing. Now, I remember looking at, I think it was 2020 or something. I mean, like 20, 30 years ago, when old white doctors and lawyers and everything was going over there sleeping with kids. But they never They were doing it, with kids and with people of the same sex, but they never made it anything negative. It never caught on to a negative connotation or a negative label. For years, for decades, white women, European women have been going to black areas and having sex with those guys. They never made it anything negative. But when black dudes start going to the DR and other places, what have you, now it's passport bros, and now everybody hate them. It's just like the dude that got caught cheating with dudes, wrote a book called A Down Low Brother. He came up here for Sisters Only, and when he was speaking, they was acting as if he was preaching. I mean, he got big respect on stage, and I'm like, man. But that's just my little 2 cents.
But are we talking about passport where they're going to like place? Because I have uncles, right? And they will. My family's the United Nations. They will go out this damn country to find a wife before they try to find one in the country. So I've seen it firsthand. Vietnam, Phuket, Thailand. So are we talking about them bringing them back and actually having them as wives? Or are we just talking about people going to different countries to sleep with people? Because that's a little different.
Let's say they're bringing them back.
Okay.
To be wives.
In that case, I don't think women do it as much.
Because they can't.
Yeah.
Right. 100%.
I don't really want them to do it as much.
Right. I mean, they just can't. So
I don't want it.
The thing that's funny about that is like, so I'm gonna respond to my brother Quint, man. And you're right, Quint. They do try to make it. They try to put a negative image to it, give everybody a negative stigma about it. But here's the thing, everybody be saying that white dudes get a lot of love and da da da. Not really. Not really. If you go out here and really look what's going on, no, they don't. See, if you're gonna come in, if a white man come and tell me, yo, I'm better than you because I'm superior, you're basically telling me that you're not. Because if I'm better than you, I ain't got to tell you. I don't have to tell nobody that I'm better than you or that I'm superior. How I move, how I walk, how I talk, how I do my business will speak to that. See, they have to do that because it's they got a complex issue, man. They got an inferiority complex, and that's just, come on, y'all seen it. You go to
They've
work.
been doing that for years, though. I mean, they've been doing this since the Greeks were coming to Egypt to learn from the Egyptians. I mean, they've been doing it for years.
So real quick, let me get this $2 super chat. We got a $2 super chat from my guy Matt. What up, man? Greatly appreciated. Matt says, bet my brokerage account bigger than your whiteboard.
Ooh.
Listen, black men have been doing just fine.
Yeah.
And Matt is one of the upper middle class black men. Appreciate you, my guy. Candace, what's up?
So question first, do you still hear feedback right now?
I heard a little bit.
Not when you talk, but when we talk, when you're unmuted, the feedback comes up.
Okay. So just addressing the whole passport, whatever situation. I can understand men going out of the country, whatever the case may be. It's a little bit more okay for men because it's a man's job or a man's position to pursue. However, I agree with Kid and most women who understand value. We shouldn't be chasing any man. We do have to position ourselves to be found. Now, what I also think is that if we are making a decision to go somewhere else when we have so many people here who there's so many cultures, but to go somewhere else, then what we are deciding is that I am picking the lesser of two evils. So I'm willing to go this place because it's just the same crap, different cultures. You're going to walk away with something that is negative, but people want like the thing that they are looking for or the thing that they may have been lacking, their place of pain or their place of lack. They want to go and find that. So a woman wants to be taken care of, but she's okay with quote unquote practicing submission. She's going to, but let's say she wants a melanin skinned man, she'll go to a place where these men take care of them. But there are certain things that you have to submit. You don't have choices. So I think it's like the lesser of two evils.
Right. All right, this looks like a super chat challenge that Blockchain is putting up right here. He says, He says, accepting all big bank take little bank challenges until 11:59. Eastern Standard Time. So, all right. So, my thoughts on this, right? I don't think women that do that know what they're really talking about. And the reason why I would say that is because hypergamy, right? Women are hypergamous by nature. So if you're going to go to Jamaica and find a man, do you think that man can take care of you? Do you think he would guide and protect you financially as you say American men are not doing? So if you go to a different country, you have to provide for that man, the likelihood, right? Unless you went to a European country, you might be all right. But if you're going to Jamaica, some of these countries in Africa, you are not going to find no African prince or king, right? You're probably just going to find an average dude walking around the streets of Ghana. So with that being said, you do it, and I think it's more of a sexual thing for women. I don't think it's I really want this man to be my protector and my provider. No, you make enough money in the States, so you want to provide. But then here's the thing. I watch a lot of 90 Day Fiance, right? And if you watch a lot of those women, that go out of the country to find men, eventually they always say something is missing. The biggest thing is what? Those men are never faithful to them. And then the other problem that they find is those men, they come to America and they do not find jobs because it's harder to find jobs. Those men have to work very hard to get to where an American man is. So when I see that happening on the sister side, I'm like, all right, good luck with that. The fellas, you got to provide. So, if you go find a woman in Colombia, you going to have to provide for her. It is what it is. And that's the expectation, even with a woman in America.
Here's the thing.
So that's why
those women go to Dubai to get defecated on. But if you want a man with a job, get a Haitian and go to Springfield, Ohio. They got a lot of jobs there for Haitian men.
Okay.
No, there's a flip side to all of it. Bro.
Oh wait, so I will say this. So what Professor just said, even though he said it real fast and real slick, is absolutely the truth. There are women who get, anywhere between, let's say, 30 to 50 bands to go to these poop parties. And
that's in Dubai.
Like they'll literally go over and they allow them to poop and do whatever on them for however long, and then after the party, before the party's over, they're paid. And so that's how, a lot of, I won't say all women over there because I would never say that, but a lot of them are over there financing their lifestyles in that way.
Yeah,
What I also was going to say in regards to, all of these different groups, you've got MGTOW, you've got incels, you've got passport bros, and, all of them have similar missions, you know what I'm saying? Different doctrines, if you will. My bigger issue with men that are willing to save up and do all of the things to make themselves desirable in another country, but won't do those same things to make themselves desirable in their own country is like the biggest farce ever. Because how do you save up and take your 40, 50, 60K that is, going to be multiplied and turn you from a peasant into a king someplace else, but you could literally take the time and, like we always say, invest in self, do the work here, like to get the extra, like do some certification classes, work on your own, like Chill always loves to tell somebody to go to charm school. Men can actually work on their appearance, they can work on their finances, but they're so busy chasing ass. And then when they don't get the ass that they're chasing, what they do is they save up their menial coins to go over to another country to do exactly the same thing that they want to do here, and then get mad at us because they're not able to do it in the way that they can do it across seas. It is true, and we're not.
It's not.
But it is.
No,
true.
it's not.
So
No, it's not.
How do you know passport, bro?
Let me explain it to you. I never once said that passport bros went over there. Yes, it is cheaper. It's better to live a lifestyle overseas, no matter how financially well off you are. But what I said was men are going over there to look for submissive women. No amount of money could just make you find that. These rich men are out here getting burned by every race of woman.
So you really think that when they, here's the thing, the women over there are actually, they've made videos and they're actually gaming these men, because they'll even say, oh, they think that they're coming over
What
here
country?
for a mission.
Colombia. That's it.
Several countries. No, it's not. Are you
That's
kidding?
it. Like,
Are you kidding?
That's the only country where you hear women saying that out of. If you're looking at what's
That's
online,
not
you
true.
go to, you see Thailand.
Okay.
There's a lot of men going to Thailand. They have no problem with the women over there. There's a lot of men going over to Africa. They're having no problem with the women in Africa. As a matter of fact, they're
Because
marrying, either
they
staying
can-
out there or
They
coming
can
back with
afford, they can afford the submission that they're requiring, and they
Oh
can't
my
do it
God.
here.
So it's all about money.
You-
So basically, you're saying you could buy a woman's submission out here.
Stop, because we're
No,
not.
that's what
Leverage.
you're saying. You just said that, though.
Stop. We're not going to do
You
that.
just said
Because-
you
so
just said
you mean
that,
to
kid.
tell me? So you mean to tell me that if one of these passport bros went over there with minimal coinage, the same way that they be trying to dust those little coins out over here on people and tell them to respect me because my balls are black and I'm a man, you mean to tell me you think that they go over there with them same menial coins and these women are just bowing over and saying, yes, my good black sir, I will submit to you? Are you fucking high? Because
No,
I'm not.
I'm not.
Passport
Listen,
bros ain't mad at y'all. They
Something's
just
happening.
going over there to get what they want.
They
They don't
just
give a
going
damn
over
about
there and get
y'all.
what they want. Exactly.
Can I
They're not over
say
there.
So you think, but you don't think that the money makes it where they can get what they
Yes.
want? The
It ain't
money,
that much money. It's not that much.
It's
All
the
right, man.
money.
Listen,
Like,
It
it's
could be the
not.
American.
Those women.
Definitely
Flight
the
attendant.
money.
She
Those
see
That's
her
what
what's
I'm
up?
saying. Let's talk to
Damn
one
it, my
person.
camera's not
It's
moving.
definitely the money, because if it wasn't the money, Mr. Diddy wouldn't be in the jail right now because he got money
We're
and
not
he let
talking, let's not
everybody.
talk about Diddy.
No, a lot
Who
of
Diddy's
said
on
that?
another
Let's talk
level.
about
We
this.
ain't talking about 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
We don't have to talk about 1,000 bottles of baby oil, but let's just talk about the occurrence. If it wasn't about money and people wanting to get things done, or people having a lifestyle that they would really like someone else to afford, then the submission wouldn't come for half of these people. It doesn't matter what country.
No,
you're
those
in.
women were raised to be submissive. They're different.
I was
They're
raised to be
different.
submissive. They're not.
You ain't raised out of them like most of those women in these other countries, though.
But why? Because they don't have money.
That's not the reason why. It's
Oh.
because they
Okay.
were raised that way. Because their mamas raised them to wash
I
and
was,
cook.
I
Don't
was
touch me.
raised
Hold
to
on.
be that the machismo is very much big in our family, which means that men are always
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
I was
you.
raised to feed y'all first. I was raised to clean up after you. I was raised to do all of those things. But you guess what? When you're going off, when my uncles go out the country, they're going because they can afford those ladies.
Yeah, but this
Y'all
is
are
a
missing
fruitless
the
argument,
whole
though.
point.
Passport bros are too.
It's a fruitless
And
argument because we make more money anyway. So a man making 10, 20, 30 grand in the United States is going to travel a lot further wherever they
That's
go.
what we're
So
saying.
it's a fruitless argument because they're always going to make more
What's up,
money.
Jeff?
So it don't really make sense.
My argument, though, my argument is this:
Y'all are high.
regardless of the money or not,
That's what we're saying.
these women, even if they didn't have a man, they're just submissive to the men in their lives. Period. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. So hold
Here's the
on
thing,
for a minute.
actually
Hold on. You won't even let me. You won't even let me land my plane, kid. You
Like,
won't
I,
even
look,
let me
I
land.
understand. You got
Zabule.
it.
Zabule.
You got it, honey. I'll get it. I know.
Y'all not getting it.
What all I'm trying. Oh my God, yo, her Spirit Airlines stay in the air for so long. Take that yellow jet and land it somewhere.
Around. If you stop
Take
doing
that
bullshit
yellow.
in my face, I can probably see how to land my plane.
Oh my goodness, the runway is not clear.
No, it's not. Oh my God! Listen,
Y'all funny today.
listen.
She's offended by
Listen.
passport bros.
All I'm trying to say is those women, no matter how you look at it, whether there's a man in their life or not, they're raised to be that way to all men, their fathers, brothers, the men that they walk across in the street, the men at the restaurant, everywhere they go, not just their man. So imagine when they get a man, he's not buying it. They are like that. You know what I'm saying? It's different. With American women, you got to buy it. You got to have enough money for a woman to say, I'll submit to that.
Yes, but if you're
and
American
but
going.
but I push back a little bit because I hear what you're saying, Mingo. But I push back because let's say let's say the money equals out. Let's say you're a millionaire over in wherever and you're a millionaire in the United States. These women still aren't given the same submission and the same fit friendliness that you would get from one of those women as opposed to women in the United States. So I hear what he's saying. If the money was equal, they still get more submission from women in other countries than they're getting from the women in the United States.
Yes, because they're not Americanized. It's
Yeah,
a different
women in the
culture.
United States are raised
Right.
different.
Right. So we would go over there and get a woman that we want that
Right.
fits and,
Right.
and
That's my point.
is part of us as a part what we want to do and fit in our profile as opposed to getting a woman that don't want to go along the same path we want to go along.
But you're talking
bad bit.
But here's the thing. Now you're talking apples to apples because the money equals up, right? The difference is the culture, right? But we're not talking apples to apples financially. We're talking about them taking their 60K from here and making it 110K there.
What difference does that make to you?
Level of buying power. Right. We're not talking about if it was equal. If it was equal, this would be a different conversation because then we'd be talking about equal things. But
so if you made 150K, you would be submissive over here?
We're talking about these.
Like, thank you.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say. Exactly.
If you made 150K, you'll be submissive over here.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Hell no.
But in my corporate life, I make that. So I mean,
see, there you go. You want to compete instead of being submissive to you, man.
Compete with anyone.
Well, why are you worried about them then?
Because I think that are leading and taking care of me, so I'm absolutely going to worry about how my finances.
If a man want to go over there and buy him a submissive woman, let him do it.
Not buy him a submissive.
Okay,
but
that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing here.
My point is, he's not buying it, right? They are naturally like that. That's my
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Culturally, they're like that.
Culturally, that can be done in America too. So it doesn't. It's very much done in America too. Maybe y'all haven't experienced it, but what I'm gonna say is, if y'all have 150K that's buying you somebody submissive in the States, let it be known, because they were raised to be submissive. Their parents, whoever's behind them, that family knows that you're the man that's now providing. You think she's not receiving pressure from her family to stay with y'all? It's cultural. It has nothing to do with that specific person. It's a cultural thing. I was told to stay in a situation because they were providing for me, but this person was awful to me. You know what I'm saying? It's a cultural thing. You're right, Mingo, in the sense of it is cultural, but it doesn't matter what part of the world. Culture is not. It doesn't have one place.
Elisa, you know why we like you? You know why we like Ash? Because not only are you guys beautiful, but you guys speak a lot differently than other women that some of us single men come in contact with. So while you can disagree, it's still pleasurable to disagree with. Say it again.
I said that's why I'm still single.
Right. Well, I can't talk about that, but I'm saying it's great talking to you, ladies, and kids getting there. But I still like Kit. Kit's my girl. So what I'm saying is, at the end, no, I love Kit. Kit, my people.
No, I'm just saying.
I never want anybody to feel like they have to agree with me or not. I'm still gonna believe and stand 10 toes down on what I do. So whether I'm pleasant to argue with or not, I'll still bring you some fucking muffins with it, and smile at you while I'm cussing you down. And that's just who I am. I'm gonna bring you muffins.
He's trying to lose weight. He can't take muffins now.
First things first, I can make sugar muffins. I know what I can do. Don't tell me
keto muffins.
I keto muffins, diabetic, like sugar-free muffins that are
delicious.
Want
to say something?
Really muffin top.
Dressing. We're gonna keep you on target. I'm gonna make you.
Chill. Go ahead and say something, and then Candace, I'm gonna bring Candace up.
All right. So, I travel a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I've been to a lot of places, man. Mauritius, Africa is one of my favorite places. I love going. You know what I'm saying? I love the culture out there. I love the women out there. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But hypergamy is all over the world, and you know what I'm saying. America's culture, believe it or not, it's global. You know what I'm saying? Black culture is global. You will see the same traits in every bit of this world, no matter where you go. And, to say that men go over there and don't find happiness, yes, it's definitely a possibility. But here's the thing, and fellas, I am talking directly to you. When you go over there, if you was a sucker over here, you will be a sucker over there. It ain't gonna change. All right?
You just have to lie harder.
I do not care. And then here's another thing. I'm not knocking the men who say, you know what, the hell with the women in the West. I'm taking my talents elsewhere. Cool. But make sure that you know what I'm saying, you work on your finances, that's good, but you need to work on yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Because the women here, yes, they're hard, but they respect the man who is dominant. If you was a sucker and you was tender-footed and you argue back and forth with the woman, and you know what I'm saying, you're gonna go over there and do the same stuff. And that hypergamous that's in her by nature, by default, that's all over the place. I don't give a damn what their culture is. They could be from Timbuktu with the red dot on their head, saying all that.
Oh my
Damn. Who say that? What they say? What they say, Chill?
Yo, you stupid.
They repeat it like a